Welcome children to our science class. In our previous class, we had finished the chapter Plants in the Surroundings. So in today's class, we are going to do a revision of the whole chapter and we are going to see how we can remember the important points with the help of mind maps. Yes, and towards the end of this video, we will do an activity before we finish so that we know that we are doing the right thing. Yes, alright. So let's begin. So the first thing we learnt was the parts of a plant. First we need to know the parts of a plant before we start learning about the plant in detail. Yes, isn't that right? Alright. So we know that there are two parts to a plant, namely shoot and root. Yes. Now the shoot, it consists of the stem, the branches, the leaves, the flowers and the fruits. So all the parts that are above the ground is called the shoot. And the part below the ground is called the root. Yes, the root does not have that many parts like the shoot has. Yes, so the root only consists of the root and nothing more than that. Whereas the shoot consists of the stem, the branches, the leaves, the flowers and the fruits. Yes, so we've understood this well. Now, the next thing we are going to learn is, the next thing we learnt about was in detail. Yes. We are going to learn in detail about the root and in detail about the stem. Yes, those are the two important parts in a plant, and then we are going to learn about all the other parts. So let's see what the next mind map is about. Yes, now coming to the function of the roots and the stem. What do they do? Now we know there are two types of roots, which is taproot. Yes. I hope you can see that, taproot and the fibrous root. Yes, then we have two kinds of stems, which are strong stems and weak stems. Yes, then coming to the functions of the root, there are two main functions of the root. One is firm. You should remember these words. Yes, now it doesn't mean if I have given you only the word firm, it doesn't mean the answer is firm. Alright, please understand, the word is given as firm for you to build a sentence on it. So you can remember this one particular word and build your sentence on that word. So what does firm means? It means the root helps the plant to stay firmly in the soil. Yes. So that's the next words that I have written. Firm meaning to hold the plant in the soil. Then the next word you need to remember is absorb. The next work of the root is to absorb. What does it absorb? It absorbs water and nutrients from where? From the soil. So you see, you need to build your sentences based on the important words that I am giving you. These words are only words for you to remember, so you can write a sentence about it. Yes, but the sentence to be written is your job. I am making it easy for you by giving you the one important word you need to remember in the answer. The remaining of the words, the sentence is for you to build. Yes? Alright. Then, coming to the functions of the stem. The stem has three main functions. Yes? That is, one is it keeps the plant upright. So, you need to remember the word upright. Keeps the plant upright. Next, it bears. What does it bear? It bears leaves, flowers and fruits. It bears up. Yes? It is holding all of these together. And the third function is to carry. Now it does carrying work in two different ways. Yes. First thing, it carries water and nutrients from the roots and it takes it to the leaves where the food is going to be made. Second, the second carrying work that it does is it takes the food that has been prepared by the leaves and it distributes it to the roots and also to the different parts of the plant. So that important word you need to know there is carrying. It has two things to do in carrying. One is from the roots, it takes all the water and minerals and it gives to the leaves. And from the leaves, when the food is made, from the leaves, it takes the food, sends it to the roots and to all other parts of the plant. So that is the main function of the stem. So I hope you've understood this mind map. If you remember these important words, the whole answer about roots and stem is in your mind. Yes. So remember all these important words. If you need to take screenshot screenshots of these, please do take screenshots and save this so that you can look at it later to remember the important points. Alright, now let's go to the next few parts of the plants that we need to learn about, which is the leaf, the flowers and the fruits. Yes? Yes, now coming to the functions of the leaf, we are going to see how we can remember the important words and the mind map to it. Yes? So first, you need to remember the diagram of the leaf. You need to keep that in your mind so that you know the different parts of a leaf. Yes? Now the flat surface of the leaf is called the leaf blade. Then you have the veins. Yes, I showed you with the help of a leaf, isn't it? With the help of a leaf, I showed you the veins of the leaf. The lines that go like that across is called the veins. Then the middle line that goes is the midrib. That's why it's called mid. Yes, mid meaning middle. Yes, so midrib, and then you have the stalk. Yes, so this is the important parts of the leaf that you need to know. Remember the diagram, remember the parts, you will remember the important parts of the leaf. Yes, you also know that the leaf is called the kitchen or the food factory. Now why is it called so? Because it prepares food. So the most important function of the leaf that you need to mention is that it prepares food. Yes, and what do we call that process of preparing food? We call it photosynthesis. Yes, so the important function of the leaf is to prepare food, and the process through which it prepares food is called photosynthesis. Now let's look at the different things that the leaf needs in order to make this food. And while we learn the important things it needs to make this food, we will also learn the other functions of the leaf. Yes, so let's look at it. So this one word you need to remember is sunlight. It needs sunlight, it needs water, it needs air. Yes, those are the three things it needs to prepare its food. Yes, so all these three go together. So that's how does it get sunlight? It gets sunlight with the help of chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is the green color in plants that helps the plant to absorb the sunlight. So that's why we need to know that sunlight is got only with the help of chlorophyll, because there is chlorophyll in plants, therefore they are able to absorb sunlight. Second, water. How does it get its water? From the roots, we know that. And then we have air. Yes, it needs air. How does it take in air? It takes in air with the help of stomata. Yes, and what is taken in through the air? Carbon dioxide is taken in and oxygen is given out. So the next function which we can say of the leaf is to take in air with the help of stomata and give us oxygen. So the second function of the leaf is to give us oxygen. The first function is to prepare food for us, for the plant, and the second function is to give oxygen. Yes, to take in carbon dioxide and to give out oxygen, because you know that only the leaf has the part called stomata. It has those small tiny holes. Only the leaf has that, and only the leaf can take in the air. Therefore, that is also one of its functions, to take in air and to give out oxygen. Yes. Now the third function of the leaf is to store food. The leaf not only makes the food, it distributes it, and whatever is remaining, it will keep it or store it in its place. It stores it in the leaves, as well as in some plants the food is also stored in the roots. Yes, the root is also a place where food is stored. So now I hope you know the three main functions of the leaf. You need to know how the food is prepared with the help of photosynthesis, which is these 3 points, and connecting words to it. Sunlight, how sunlight is got? With the help of chlorophyll. Water absorbed by roots, and air with the help of stomata. Stomata, the plant takes in carbon dioxide and gives out oxygen. And then we we have three main important things, functions of the root, which is to prepare food, not root, sorry, the leaf, to prepare food, to give out oxygen, or to take in air and take in air in the form of carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. And then the third function is to store food. Yes, so you have learned the functions, the structure and the functions of the leaf. Now the flower and the fruit is very easy. Yes, so let's just look at that. It's just one point that you need to remember in the flower and the fruit. Yes, so the flowers, important function, only one main function. The flowers produce fruits. Yes, the flowers turn to fruits, which again is helpful for the process of reproduction. Why do we say it's helpful in the process of reproduction? Because flowers turn to fruits, and what do fruits contain? Fruits contain seeds, and when a seed is buried in the ground, it again grows back into a plant. So it is helping in the process of reproduction. So that is the only main function of the flowers. It turns to fruits, and the function of the fruit is it produces seeds. It produces seeds, and that again is also helpful in the process of reproduction. So in flowers and fruits, we don't have much of points to remember, just one point in each, that the flowers turn into fruits which help in reproduction, and the fruits produce seeds or they bear seeds which again helps in the process of reproduction. Yes, I hope you've understood all the three important things that we just discussed, that is the leaf, the flowers and the fruits. Now the next thing to learn the mind map about is the seeds. So let's see it. Yes, coming to the mind map of the seed, the important points that you need to remember is, first thing is you need to know how a seed looks like. Yes, and you need to know that seeds come in different shapes, sizes and colors. Most seeds are round in shape and some are flat. Yes, and sizes, you will mostly find seeds that are very tiny, and you also find seeds that are pebble size. Yes, and then you have colors which are black, brown, yellow, green, yes, and many other colors. So that's the important thing you need, first thing you need to know about the seed. Then regarding the parts of the seed, yes, first you need to know that the outer covering of the seed is called the seed coat. Then you have a small hole on the seed which helps to absorb water, yes, when it is being planted in the ground. Then you also have, when you split a seed into half, this is what you will find. You will find the cotyledon. The cotyledon is nothing but the seed leaves. Yes, we call it also the seed leaves. Yes, so and it's the fleshy part of the seed. That is what is called the cotyledon. And then you have a tiny plant which comes out from this particular part of the seed. Yes, so these are the different parts of the seed, the structure, how it looks like, and the shape and sizes and colors that we have learned about. Now coming to the function, yes, of the seed is, now you should also know that there are two kinds of seeds. Yes, one is the dicot and the other is the monocot. So what is the functions of the dicot, how it is structure and function, and the same for the monocot. The important things in the dicot is, di means two. Remember I told you that. So it has two cotyledons. Yes, it has two parts to it. When for example, like the pea plant, yes, when you break it, you can see that it comes off into that is what is the meaning of dicotyledon. So it has two cotyledons. It is thick and fleshy, yes, and it can also store food, and examples are pea and bean, yes. Then monocot means just one cotyledon. Mostly it will be thin and flat, yes, those kinds. So, and therefore it is not thick and fleshy, but it is thin, yes. It stores food, but it stores in a different part of the seed, which you will learn in your higher classes, yes. For now you just need to know this much. So even this monocotyledon stores food, but it does not store in the same place as the dicotyledon. The monocot does not store food same as the dicot, yes, and it stores food in some other part of the seed. Example is maize and rice. So if you look at this, you can take a screenshot to remember all the important points in this particular topic, yes, under this subtopic. Alright, so this is it about seed, yes, and obviously we know that we are going to speak about the function of the seed. This is just the structure. This is the two types of seeds that we need to know, and this is how a seed looks, and these are the different features of the seed. Now the next continuity of this will be what exactly the seed does. How does it help? Yes, let's look at that. Yes, now coming to the function of the seed. Yes, look at the picture that I have drawn. You know what this is. This is germination, isn't it? We see a seed growing slowly into a tiny plant. Yes, we see that the seed grows roots first. The roots start growing deep into the soil, and it pushes out the seed or the baby leaf. Yes, it pushes it out. Then you see leaves coming out, and then you see the plant growing. Yes, so this is the one main function of the seed. This main function of the seed is to help, is for the process of germination. The main function of the seed is for germination. Yes, and the second function, like we learned in the structure of the seed, we learned that the seed stores it stores food. Yes, it has the fleshy part, which is the cotyledon, and that part stores food, isn't it? So the second function of the seed is to store food for the baby plant to grow. So it does not have that much food, but it has enough food for a little plant, tiny plant to come out. Yes, so these are the two main functions of the seed. One is the seed helps in the process of germination. Yes, and what is germination? It is the seed growing into a plant. That is what is germination. Germination is a process where the seed grows into a plant. So first function of the seed is for the purpose of germination, and the second function of the seed is to store food for the baby plant to grow. Yes, so I hope you have understood these two important functions of the seed. Alright, now the remaining, which is plant care, is very easy, which you yourself can just read and go through and understand, and definitely you must be growing plants at home. So definitely you will know how to grow a plant. So I will not be doing a mind map on that. Alright, now let's quickly do a small activity based on this chapter. A very, very short activity just to give you an idea of how to choose the correct answer and why that is the right answer. Alright, so let's do a small activity and we will end our class with that. Alright, I will see you in the activity now. Yes, like I said, let's do a small activity in order to remember the small important things that we need to know and to see if we have understood the chapter completely. So your activity is choose the correct answer from the given options. Yes, so the first question is the part of the plant that is found above the ground. Is it the root or is it the shoot. Think about it and tell me the plant that is found above the ground. Yes, can it be the root? No, the root grows below the ground. So therefore the answer is shoot. So let's tick off shoot. Alright, now let's go to the next question. Now give an example for a taproot plant. Yes, a plant that has taproot. Is it carrot or is it rice? Now if you think about the carrot plant, remember we learnt it. We learnt about the carrot plant and we learnt that the carrot is a root plant, isn't it? Now coming to rice, if you look at the roots of a rice plant, you will see that it's just not one root but many tiny roots that go. So therefore an example for taproot is carrot, yes, and not rice. So let's tick off carrot. Next, the process by which green plants make their food is called germination or photosynthesis. Now, germination is what? We just learnt in our mind maps that germination is a small plant, a seed growing into a small plant. It's a process where the seed. Whereas, what is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is the process where plants make food. Yes, so our answer should be photosynthesis and not germination. Let's go to the next one. Flowers turn into seeds. Do they turn into seeds or do they turn into fruits? The video that we saw, yes, I showed a video to you when we were learning about it. And I showed you that the flower was turning into something. What was it turning into? Yes, definitely it was turning into a seed. I mean a fruit. I'm sorry. So the answer is flowers turn into fruits. Yes? Okay. Let's go to the last question. What stores food for a baby plant? Yes. Remember we just did it that the second important function of the seed is to store food for the baby plant. Now which part of the seed does that work for the baby plant to grow? Is it the cotyledons or is it the seed coat? Now the seed coat is just a outer covering for the seed to protect the seed. Yes, to protect the flesh of the seed. So the actual job is done by the cotyledons. So your answer is cotyledons. Yes, I hope you've understood this. Now, at the end of this video, I'm going to be putting up a worksheet. Yes, it's a worksheet on the different functions of the different parts of the plant. Yes, there's a picture of the plant and it's pointing to different parts of the plant. You need to write down the functions of each of these parts. Yes, please do not copy, children, from your textbook. Write in your own words whatever you have understood in the chapter. Even if it is just one sentence that you want to answer each point in, it is fine with me as long as you have understood what you have learnt. Please do not take the help of your parents, nor do I want you to take the help of your textbook. Yes, you will do it by yourself. Alright, with that I come to the end of today's class. That is for homework, the worksheet. So kindly see that you finish it. And I will see you in the next class.